No one knows exactly what the future has in store. But one startup company says avoiding threats from any potential natural disasters, viruses, and wars doesn't have to come at the expense of your comfort. This is an oppidum, a type of luxury doomsday bunker that could soon be underneath the mansions of some of the world's richest people.
Oppidum creates underground living spaces that are highly secure and completely discreet, yet beautifully appointed and entirely bespoke.
Oppidum is the Latin term for fortified settlement, and that's exactly what this is and much more. Company officials say each bunker is air and gas tight, allowing those inside to be completely cut off from the atmosphere outside for up to a month. The shelters are also armed with the technology to make their own water, air, and energy, while coming with the chicest amenities.
Whatever is happening in the world outside, you can rest easy and live fully in times of tranquility and in times of unrest.
But these bunkers aren't just meant to keep people safe.
We want Oppidum to bring added value for everyday peacetime use of the property. And then there goes the secure storage, private art gallery that enables the owner to safely store their art, similar like in a bank and vault, with the difference that they can enjoy it every day while at their residence.
Wondering if an oppidum is in reach for you? Well, officials say if you have a net worth of more than $100 million and can shell out at least $10 million for a bunker, it could be yours. Jackie Ibanez, Fox News.
Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, HaKodash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whom this world ignorantly calls God, and the Holy One of Israel, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahawashi, whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, those men that are doing this work in sincerity and in truth, preaching, believing, and understanding the Bible to the fullest extent. I have to say that now because, I've just been getting a lot of men being wicked and thinking they don't have to read the Bible, and that's the work that we're talking about, the work of the Bible, the work of the Lord. Much respect and love to you, you elect members out there that are doing this work. And much love to the 1/3 and you great innumerable multitude of you believers out there. To you all, I say shalom and greetings that are Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners that are scattered across the nations. To you all, I say shalom and greetings. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So, and I added this part in at the end. So before my lesson, I just want to say this. Y'all see that part where they put their hand on there? Hey, they might need that C-hip just to get into them bunkers. But I'm going to just get into the lesson now. Shalom. As you saw the clip there about the bunkers, right? You can get a bunker for $10 million, for a smooth, a clean $10 million. No big deal. You can afford a $10 million living expense. You got Jake. Jake. It's hard to Jake pay $1,000 rent, but they expecting you to drop 10 mil easy on a bunker, but as I don't know if I'm going to put the comment thing up or not, but you saw some of the people in the comment boards that let you know people know what's going on. But see, matter of fact, I meant to look up so I started off this search because we mentioned bunkers the other day at camp, and I haven't done any research as of late. Let me see, because I was trying to see where exactly was this at, because they called it the Oppidum bunker. All right, let me see what a location at. Okay, so this one was in the Czech Republic. All right, it says the Oppidum, a former nuclear shelter. See that? It says it was once a nuclear shelter near Prague, a top-secret project between the USSR and Czechoslovakia. Now Czech Republic and Slovakia started in the 1980s. Okay, and so, but I had looked up some other ones that were here in America. All right, and that's kind of what sparked this. Let me see here. All right, it says, are there doomsday bunkers in America? It says, among the known facilities involved in the COG plans that are still in use are the Raven Rock Mountain Complex near Blue Ridge Summit, Pennsylvania, the site at Peters Mountain in Virginia's Appalachian Mountains, the Mount Weather Bunker in Bluemont, Virginia, and the Cheyenne Mountain Complex in El Paso County, Colorado. And I know they also have some in Kansas, all right, and possibly even like Nevada, if I'm not mistaken, because I know I ran across a few like that. But this is the type of stuff that they, and the point that I was bringing, the main point, was that most of these luxurious bunkers, they won't be found in America. They'll be found in other countries, right? But let me get this. Let me just read this, because this is about the survival. It's called Survival Condo Doomsday Bunker. It says the survival condo in Kansas was built from the remains of a missile silo belonging to the U.S. government during the Cold War period. The boat-shaped underground structure has 15 floors, accommodating various amenities at different levels, and can protect against a nuclear bomb 100 times more powerful than the Nagasaki bomb. See, that's what they think, right? But it says the 201-foot deep Doomsday Bunker has several luxuries, as the indoor dog walk, a shooting range, of course they put that in there, a rock climbing wall, of course they put that in there, an indoor pool, a water park, a library, a theater, bar, fitness center, first aid facility, and a command center to keep the users active. Power backups and water storage required to sustain for 5 years are maintained continuously. Organic hydroponic plants are grown under artificial light to keep the users healthy physically and psychologically. LED lights are used throughout the units to match the effect of daylight. And Lord willing, I'm going to put this photo on there too, just so y'all can see what these 15 floors look like. Let me see, I might be able to put 2 pictures on here. But this is what their mentality is. You see, but they don't know that this is not going to be able to save them, right? I'm going to get Amos 9:2. It says, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. So the Lord is letting you know they dig into hell. So this is referring to digging into the ground to make underground bunkers, right? They got satellite space stations, things like that. But digging into hell, it says, so that's the thing. They said that a nuclear weapon, a missile, 100 times that was on Nagasaki won't affect this, right? But when you people that are going into those bunkers, the nuclear devastation is not going to be your main concern. Some of y'all it will be, because some of y'all aren't deep enough. And a lot of y'all are going to get obliterated, right? It says there shall neither be root nor branch, right? But most of these people, their biggest concern is Yahawashi and the elect coming to take you out of them. However, America is going to be destroyed. All of them bunkers under there, they are going to get obliterated by missiles because they didn't dig deep enough. Whatever you think is deep, it ain't deep enough, right? They going to get jacked up, man. Right? And the thing is, they said 100 times Nagasaki. So, the Lord said he's sending 200 million warheads over here. So even if it's going to be more than 100 times. So they are. I retract my prior statement. Those missiles are going to destroy those. So the ones that are not going to have to worry about missiles are the ones like the Optimum in different countries, right? Those are where some of those elites are going to be. Who's affording that, right? They said she didn't even say you could just have $10 million, because you could have, let's say for instance, somebody won the lottery for $15 million, $20 million tomorrow, and they say, I want to buy a bunker. They won't allow them to. They say you need to have a net worth of $100 million, and you need to be able to provide $10 million. So they're letting you know you have to be super rich in order to even purchase one, right? Why would that be the case? Why, if it costs $10 million, you should be able to just go in there and buy it. But this is how you know you're dealing with the devil, man. Okay? So it says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, right? They got sea, underground water stations. Thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. You see, so the Lord is letting us know that he's going to completely eradicate everybody who's in these dungeons, in these bunkers, man. And those bunkers are going to be they're really a place for them just to see their impending judgment. They're going to, the scriptures say The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Let me get that, man. Right? So they're going to, you don't think these people all around the earth are going to feel the devastation from Yahawashi Yahushai's judgment day? Right? This is Isaiah 24:19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro. Wait, let me go back. The earth is moved exceedingly. Right? So that means the earth is going to shake. The earth shall reel, right, to and fro like a drunkard, man. Right? When we see somebody that's drunk, they can't stand up. They moving back and forth. They falling all over the place. It says it shall be removed like a cottage, right? And so when you say it shall be removed like a cottage, if you see, they show you videos of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and they'll show when a nuclear missile hit, if it was a house nearby, like a cottage, that thing's blowing away like a leaf in the wind, man. All right? So it says it shall be removed like a cottage. That's how that thermonuclear blast is going to do. It says, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And this is not talking about the earth, because the earth abideth forever, right? This is talking about America not rising again. It says, and it shall come to pass that in that day, saith the Lord, that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. You see that? So that's those men who are buying those bunkers. Who got money like that? $100 million. Only the super elites, super so-called elites, the super rich. You know, they're the only ones who got stuff like that, man. Your average everyday person is gonna be SOL. And guess what? They're not just harboring people in there. They're gonna get their families, their friends, their loved ones, right? And friends of those, you know, people that they can sustain for so many years. That's it. They're not letting just everybody come up in there. No, there ain't gonna be no mercy and no love, right? They're not gonna let somebody they don't trust up in there. Jake be like, oh well, maybe if I get friends with them, nah, they'll kill you before they let you up in there, man. Okay, and they gonna get a call when it's getting real. They gonna be like, hey, it's time to come over, you know. And the thing is, these people probably not even far from their bunkers, because if they're purchasing those, they're ready at a moment's instance for chaos to break loose, right? So the Lord said he's going to punish the high ones. It says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. You see, when Yahawashi comes and snatches those men and those Edomites predominantly. Now, the reason why I thought it is because there are other nations that have bunkers. Some other nations, like, they got bunkers in so-called Israel. They got bunkers in Asia. They got bunkers in Switzerland. They got bunkers in different areas of the world. So it don't got to be just Edomites. You got super rich Ishmaelites. You got super rich Moabites, right? So they are going to get punished. However, the main entree, the main course, right, for judgment is Esau, Edom. Right? And the Lord is going to completely take him out. All right? And the Lord is going to be the first one to put, he says, then shall my hand take them. And that's the hand of Yahweh. Who's the right arm of Yahweh? It's Yahawashi. So Yahawashi going to get down. He's going to show us the way. Hey. And he's going to be like, hey, y'all, go ahead. Go get him. You know, we're going to be like that door that Brandon Byers, I think I'm saying that, Brandon Byers did on Brightburn, how he melted that door with his eyes when that lady was in that cooler or fridge or whatever. That's how men of the Lord are going to be doing the same thing to them so-called thick plates of metal, titanium, and concrete, right? Running straight through them things, man. This was in the comments. So this is how you know people know. This is Revelation 6 in verse 13. I'll start at 13. It says, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as the fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. That's those missiles looking like stars falling down into the earth. Okay. It says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. Those stars, those missiles, they hit the ground. And when they hit the ground, it looked like a scroll, a mushroom cloud. That's where you get a mushroom cloud. Right? And for all the vegetarians, you know, that's not in the truth, they're going to wish they didn't get the mushrooms that day. It says, and the heaven departed as a scroll. And Lord willing, we be above this, looking down on this, seeing the judgment take place, not being part of it, is that we get delivered and beamed up the elect of the nation of Israel. Lord willing, we be a part of that holy number. It says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. It says every mountain and every island were moved out of their places. And we just read that a lot of those are on mountains. When I read in the United States bunkers, those are all mountain ranges that I named. You know? So hey, it's gonna shake up, and then when you got missiles hitting something and stuff is shaking, right? One missile can easily crack a line down all the way down into the ground, and then another one could come and just destroy everything under it. One missile can open up the ground, and the next one can come and purge everything that's down there. And that's what these people don't understand. They think they're so safe, man. Right? And then the Lord got the top scientists on this, right? The top chief scientists on this, the top Smiths on this, right? He created the Smiths. So you got your most wise of all time. If this is the Lord's judgment day, you don't think he got the most wise nuclear physicists on this mission? Because these are the weapons of the Lord's armory. So the Lord bringing the guns, he's going to have the best ones. So he got the wisest dudes working on these missiles, man, because this is his judgment day. It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and these are all the rich people. These are all your top so-called elites. These are your so-called presidents. All of these people, right? Because they got doomsday rooms for presidents and safe rooms and stuff like that. It says the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. You see that? Once again, the mountains. A lot of those bunkers are underground and stowed away in mountain ranges. You know, they showed you on that movie, The 100. It's a series. And the people came back down to Earth. And one of the places that they found for safety was a old nuclear bunker. That's what they were living in. And it was inside of a mountain. Right? It says, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us. Right, which is another way of saying protect us, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Right, so they're going to say, bunker, protect us. Right, because what do they say? Oh my God, how are they wording it in there? They say, yeah, you know, if you want to live in luxury and you don't want to, they say in case of unrest. That was one of the words he used. He said in case of unrest, or catastrophe or nuclear disaster, something like that. He said you can still live in luxury and it shouldn't upset your way of life. That's what he was saying. You see, so they're thinking they can just go and live comfortably while all hell is breaking loose on top of ground. They still going to be eating and still be drinking. And down there in they pools and bars and saunas, having a great old time. Well, hey, man, they're going to seem like it's a great time. And they're going to think they at peace again. And then sudden destruction going to come upon them when the Lord send his men down off of those chariots. It says, and all those are reserved. A lot of those people, they're reserved. The Lord getting them nice and comfy, making them think they safe. You know, that's what it's for. Yeah, judgment day happened. They think they got past it, right? And then next thing you know, he's about to wreak havoc on them. And they're going to be the first, there's going to be your first slaves in the kingdom of heaven. You know, on that movie, and I know I'll be mentioning y'all, but on that movie, Don't Look Up, all of the rich people were the ones that get on the ships and go away, and then the lady got ate up by that damn dinosaur. You see what I'm saying? Going to a foreign planet. It's always this, like that movie with Nicolas Cage, Nicolas Cage. I forgot, but they basically tried to replicate Noah's Ark. It might have been 2012 or 2021 or something like that. 2012, and they got on those big ass ships. Excuse me, but you had to be rich, and then they started letting other people on, right, being nice. But really, you had to be rich to get on it. And then they had to change how much people rations were and stuff like that, right? Verse 17 says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? So basically, you ain't going to be able to stand. If you're not a part of the Lord's elect, you ain't going to make it in this day. You ain't going to make it in this time. No matter where you live, no matter how much money you got, right? The scripture say, right? Let me go ahead and get it. Let me go ahead and grab that, and I'll wrap it up with this one. This is Zephaniah 1:18. It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to save them in the day of the Lord Yahweh's wrath. Right? He's coming back full of wrath, man. And how much money you got ain't going to be able to help you. But the whole land, speaking about America, shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. You know what's the fire of his jealousy? Thermonuclear missiles. That's the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So he's going to completely get rid of all the people that dwell here. So all them people, if you here in America and you rich and you think buying a bunker in America is smart, nah, it's going to get destroyed. If you got money, you better off getting out of America, building a bunker somewhere else. But then you can't win because you still going to be first slave. So which one is better? Getting destroyed by nuclear missile or becoming the first slaves under the Israelites who got new bodies full of the indignation of the Most High? Which one is really worse? You know? And see, this is why the Lord got this. The Lord got a perfect blueprint and a perfect plan for what's about to happen to these people. And this is why we beg and pray for mercy. And this is why we do this in fear and try to serve the Lord to the best of our ability. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and mercy to the elect. Until next time, Shalom.